Are you struggling with foot, ankle, or even back pain that just won't go away? You've probably heard of orthotics, also known as orthopedic insoles, and you're probably wondering, you've seen the ones in the store, the over-the-counter ones, and you're probably wondering if is there even a difference between those versus custom insoles that are made for the shoes? Or maybe you didn't even realize we can make custom insoles for the shoes. Well, I want you to stick around and watch this video because it's a common question that I get in the office. What are orthotics? What's the difference between the pair I got from my pharmacy that was in a plastic box versus custom ones made for my feet? And do they actually work? The short answer is, yeah, they work. But please stick around and watch this video because it's going to answer a lot of the questions you probably have. So what are custom orthotics? Actually, I have a pair right here. These are custom. Actually, these were custom made for my patient. What are they? Well, they are specialized inserts that go inside the shoe. And what they do is that they correct the alignment of the foot and ankle, but not just the foot and ankle, it corrects the alignment of the whole body. And this is where you can oftentimes see patients that have severe knee pain, lower back pain, neck pain, even shoulder pain be eliminated by the realignment, by realignment of the foot and the whole body by these orthotics right here. But here's the big thing. Not all orthotics are created equal. And you're probably wondering, the pair that you may have bought for $20, maybe $30 at your friendly pharmacy or your grocery or your department store, are they the same? I hate to say it, but they're not. And here's another analogy we can utilize. Imagine you bought a suit from a store and it's a generic suit, kind of a generic one size fits all. Now you take that same suit and you take it to your tailor, and the tailor now customizes it to your body. It probably looks way better now. You probably feel more confident in yourself because it fits better, and it just overall just fits nicer. That's what the customized orthotic is. What happens with the customized orthotic is that the doctor, like myself, we take into consideration the physical exam that was performed on you, the x-rays that were performed on you, and then a specialized scan is performed for the actual orthotic manufacturing. We utilize a very interesting method here in the office where we have the patient walk across a special scanner, and then they also sit in a chair, and an iPad is actually utilized to help scan the foot. And then utilizing these three methods, like I just mentioned, the physical exam that I do as a doctor, plus the x-rays that I see, also taking into consideration your complaints, plus the special scan, we're then able to create a custom insole for you that really is meant for your body only. So who needs orthotics? I'll be honest with you, majority of people, even if they don't have foot and ankle pain, need orthotics. All of us have subtle deformities in our feet that cause other problems. But when we talk about foot and ankle problems, who can this really help? People with heel pain, plantar fasciitis, first step in the morning, that's the extreme pain that someone feels, flat feet, or the opposite, high arches. Patients that have bunions, people that have hammer toes, people that have bone spurs, people with any sort of other aches, lower back pain, knee pain, neck pain. I mean, I can keep listing this on. As you can see, it's meant for most ailments. The reason again is, why is that? Why is that something like this looks so simple? This is actually a very complicated device to create, even though it probably looks simple in your mind. Again, what's happened is that when this is inside the shoe, it's realigning the body in such subtle ways. And that realignment takes so much stress and pressure away from your joints, your muscles, your tendons, your nerves even, and it can very much drastically change a person's life. And so when you look at something that's kind of over the counter, where you can buy it in a big box as mass produced, it's not taking into consideration your problem specifically. So for example, if I'm a patient that has a high arch and this patient next to me has flat feet, to say that we can put the same insole in the shoe really doesn't make sense.
I went to a podiatrist because I work on the plant floor. I come home working about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, and I'm really sore at the end of the day. My hips hurt, my knees hurt. So then I went to see Dr. Wadera, and the first month was hard. I had cuts and pain and knee issues, and after a month I have no hip pain, I have no knee pain. I walk up to 10,000 steps, like I said, and I have no joint pain whatsoever. It was worth the month of walking.
Okay.
So because of the orthotics, so when I put on the orthotics, the first month was hard. I had pain in my feet, but after a month and it was difficult, after a month, then I found that I have no knee pain, no hip pain, no joint pain, no back pain. So it's really worked.
Here's another way we can look at it. Imagine that you have crooked teeth and you go to an orthodontist. Does an orthodontist tell you to just go to the store and buy braces that everyone else can buy? First and foremost, you can't even do that, but I'm just giving you an analogy. That doesn't make sense. The orthodontist does a whole scan of your teeth so that they can truly understand the anatomy of your mouth. Forgive me, I'm not a dentist or an orthodontist, but I've had braces in the past. And they then customize a plan to help correct the deformity. That's exactly what custom insoles does for the patient as well. And so why store-bought insoles just fall short? So many people think that they can go to the store and just buy insoles that are found at the pharmacies or your big box stores. Here's the problem. This is just made for an average foot that really doesn't necessarily have many problems, not for your unique foot shape or your foot structure or your problem that you're having. Again, let's come back to that analogy. Imagine buying a one-size-fits-all suit versus one that's custom tailored for your body. It just is a completely different dynamic. And I'm sure you can resonate with that if you've ever had any tailored clothes made for yourself. And how are they made? Well, again, there's multiple ways that we make custom insoles. We utilize a scanning system, also an iPad that helps scan the foot, but taking into consideration the patient's physical exam that I've done with the patient. And we spend a good amount of time with our patients when we do these exams, up to 30 minutes sometimes, watching the way they walk, looking at the joints, looking at the actual pain points that the patient's coming in with, etc. And then, of course, taking the scan into consideration and working with a reputable lab. This is how you make a custom insole. So what are the overall benefits of custom insoles? Well, custom insoles come with a plethora of benefits, but here are the big ones. Better support and alignment. This is what's going to allow your spine to sit upright, give you better posture, and help eliminate lower back pain and even neck pain. Relief from just chronic pain in general, but of course the chronic pain that you feel with your feet, and of course plantar fasciitis, heel pain. It also reduces the risk of injuries in athletes. Actually, this is something I wanted to kind of highlight. We see a lot of athletes, a lot of basketball players, football players, soccer players, etc., even hockey players, and we customize insoles for their sport. What this will do is this will put the joints in a better position so that they can potentially prevent the risk of hurting themselves, especially football players and any turf style sports. ACL injuries, Achilles tendon ruptures, MCL injuries, PCL injuries. You see your favorite athletes going down all the time. And there are ways that we can help prevent some of this with just a simple insole in the shoe to help really combat some of that not so great alignment that the patient's already dealing with. But also improves the posture, as I alluded to, and balance. So even our geriatric population that have very weak knees and ankles and feet, this can actually help prevent falls in our geriatric population. We've helped a lot of people with that. And then also, if you stand daily for your job, maybe you are a construction worker, you're a doctor yourself, nurse, teacher, whatever you do, this can also help increase the comfort that you feel day in and day out. You stand for many hours a day and it can be very taxing on the body. This actually can help relieve you of that and actually make you feel energized throughout the day. So I always say the investment in a custom orthotic is just an investment in your overall health. When your feet are properly aligned, it reduces the strain and overall stress in your body. So I hope this helps. If you yourself have had any experience with custom insoles or over-the-counter insoles that come in a box, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you about these. And all right, guys, this is it for now. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some further videos.